Hey guys, and welcome to a little game that's very frustrating, but good. It's called Lobotomy Corporation. And for those who might know the SCP Foundation or what SCPs are, well, let's basically explain what this game is about. For all those who don't know what the SCP Foundation is, or SCPs in general, this game is basically about abnormalities. Weird creatures. Yeah, I can spell that word. Weird creatures and objects that can harm you or cannot harm you, and they're utterly dangerous. Like I said, if you know the SCP Foundation, it's much easier to understand what I just said. For you guys who don't, well, you will see. This game, or let's say the save file, is the save file I'm always worked on since I started playing this game. That's why I can hit continue. I was on day 13, but the frick, I don't know what happened those 13 days. And I don't know anymore which abnormalities I have, how I build my people, or whatever. That's what I'm gonna start with first. But that's not the thing. Because if I go here to story, this is all the story I have unlocked until now. I'm reached day 21 out of 50. Yes, I'm not good in this game, but those creatures are terrifying. And there's also several dialogues that will be explained further in the story. Have story 2. If you finish their quests. I did finish the quest of those 4 guys until 4. That's why they won't appear. If you're interested, or if there's any kind of interest, I can show you the story dialogue of each character I had so far, because they have very interesting personalities. As far as I said, time to show you the game. So, this is where you choose your abnormalities. God, I cannot say this word for frick's sake. Normally, if you start a game fresh, you don't have its name. You just hover over it and you see the red text. Like, it feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversation between people. On the first day, it's always one sin and hundreds of good deeds. I think sometimes there can be a bug that you don't get one sin at a very day. Only happened to me once. Restarted this game like 100 times already. So yeah, we start with one sin. And story. Hello X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. That's you could say the big boss of this facility, AI, I guess. As far as I know, she's the boss. And I don't like her. Even an AI can have a nice name, don't you know that? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. Yes, she's also a bit over the top. I know what you must be thinking. That you are very annoying and I will not like you because you're very much AI-like. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? Well, technically not. However, there's a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please, like you do. I may be able to to operate the systems of this corporation, to open a door, or perhaps a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building, to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. That's actually sad, but she doesn't seem to care at all. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. It's a very interesting morning sky, but take that. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. presents the doubt. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. If I would ever see you smile, I could maybe say something about it. But she doesn't smile. Or open her eyes. Well, she does open her eyes, but she's very rapid. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. Yeah, she's an AI. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. Well, yeah, I guess. But for my taste, it also matters what's inside, not just your look. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I'm working as intended. Woman, you're an AI as my boss. Not, well, for other things. Moving on. Artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. Then why are you needing me, lady? I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. Again, why the frick do you need me? I am certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Why do I... The first time I'm reading her with a voice. Otherwise I'm just going through. That damn smirk on your gosh darn face. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Tell me something about the corporation. Makes people easier to understand. What about the corporation? That is not a bad thing to ask about. You asked for a question. Let's put it this way. Your world is constantly growing and the demand of energy is exponentially increasing as technology advances. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. To be honest, that could be an outcome for our world. But yeah, unlike the SCPs that you just contain, observe, and study, you harvest the energy of the creatures here. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. And this is basically what you're doing. To isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Yes, what could lead to the death of your employees. And believe me, those deaths are not nice. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role of the manager, who will be able to access all current informations on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. This is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. And yes, this is true. If you don't have any information about them and you don't know how to work with them, it's such a pain. And you will see, I will know quite some abnormalities from the beginning, so yeah. For now, the encyclopedia's page lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. While mine are not technically blank, but pretty blank for someone who knows the game better than I do. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updating to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. I swear I don't want to know how those guys were. I just really don't want to know. I think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Well, considering how often I tried this game out and how much I'm trying to make it perfect, well, yeah, I don't have that much patience. Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each compartment. Yes, and they have much more personality than you have. And yes, I'm being rude. And some of them have really heartbreaking stories. I don't think I will reach that guy today, but yes. If I were to be considered the Cerebrum, it would be the Cerebrum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. No, you might be the most capable if we go by theoretical meanings, but... Lady, I wouldn't trust you even as far as I can spit. Well then, shall we greet her now? The memories of all the severals are synchronized. Now you would have the introduction of the first one from the control team. She's a really nice girl, she tries real hard to make her job good. That's all about that. That's her, Marcoup. Hello manager, each day you will need to expand one department. Are you ready to own the control department and begin managing abnormalities? She's such a nice girl, she's trying real hard. But unlike... and I forgot her name already. The other AI that we met. He has character personality. She has emotions. And the further you know about their stories, the story is getting really heartbroken. Either way, we jump into it, because we have to meet one Sin. Here we are, and this is where you manage your workflow and see what abnormalities you're working with. If you start the game from the beginning, you get one employee. Good old Tim here. Tim is a newbie, and he has just level 1 skills of everything. They're like Fortitude, Prudence, Temperance, and Justice. Those will be leveled up while working with them. For now, he is just fine. I just get a new one. Those are randomized. And it's Posey. And there's one Sin. Normally you know nothing of them at the beginning. Otherwise, then you unlock the stuff. You know the icon, what kind of damage they do, how much, how their work is considered, how many points you have to get, how you have to work with them to get the best result. If it can escape, well, one Sin is a good guy, he does not escape. Information's how to make it easier. They can get gifts, sometimes, not always. You can get weapons and suits from them, and yes, PE boxes, because one Sin is basically the first one you get. Always. I have a lot of those boxes. The more you also learn about them, the more chances you get to go faster and have more success chance. And for each abnormality, you get informations. There are short ones, there are long ones. All pretty interesting to read. So, here's a chill guy. I don't need basically many people with him. So we start. And here we are. I can speed up the game, and there's one Sin. If I go and click on it, it shows me what it's best to be working with. I'm just putting little Tim here to work on one Sin. So, he is going from the main room over here to this lovely big corridor into one Sin's containment. There he is working with, and those boxes, those bluish, greenish boxes, that are the energy that's harvested. Speed this up a bit. Maybe he makes a mistake. Doesn't look like you're gonna make it. Yeah, there's a mistake. This is, the red ones is basically where they take damage. One Sin is, like I said, a good boy, he doesn't make that much damage, but there are others that are very terrifying. So it's just walking through, and up here, behind my head, is the energy requirement. For this day, it's 15, and there are ordeals. Well, not at the beginning, ordeals are pretty relaxing at the beginning. It just takes a few working times. But I say the more you're working with them, the more time passes. Or progress. I don't know how to really say it. But yeah, the more you work, the more problems you get. So we have 15 out, and we can complete the workday. Here we have, if you have missions cleared, it shows here. Otherwise, you see who we have and how their stats level up by how they work. And how many died, and so on. You learn everything about the day. So we're going right into the next day. And here we are, choosing another abnormality. Fun fact is, I know them all. I know how they work, and they're all kind of relaxing. I'm taking one that's a little bitchy, and that's the Fairy Festival. Everything will be peaceful when you are under the fairy's care. That's right, but, well, let's say the fairies are not as friendly as they seem. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, to one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of motto do you prefer? Actually, by how I know the game, face my fears, because damn, if I just read the description of them and sometimes I know what they are about, hell I am scared. We are the first humans of this world to discover abnormalities. Of course, with the exclusion of myself, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world in a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we have only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time, and we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. Well, not all, some are really, really nice. Others, oh, hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah! And we can, technically, if you have more than one compartment, that is when you finish the information team, then you can put them either in the training team or on the safety team. But for now, it's all just control. And to show you one more thing, because the fairies are a little bit annoying. These are the adorable fairies. Aren't they lovely? Well, they're not. Because when the work result is normal or good, a small fairy runt appears around the employee. That's a good thing, because they heal the employee over time. But if one of those employees with a fairy enters a different compartment unit, like works with another abnormality, they will die instantly and be eaten by the fairies. Because those fairies only protect you because they want to eat you. Yes, those lovely fairies, very lovely. They just want to eat your meat. But at least they cannot escape. They give a lovely gift. I don't know how it looks. I never had them with the gift. Because it's just a 5% chance of getting it. I guess someone died once, so it's like you can have 5 out of 5 in this, or 5 out of 5 on the suit. And when you hover over it, you see how much it costs. In this case, 15 points. Those are my points that I only for those abnormalities work. So yeah, I got this. I'll build this up just in case. And unlike one sin, they do red damage. That's basically physical damage. And while white damage is mental damage. That's important to know at the end, or later on. Because if they have too much white damage, they go insane. If they run out of life, like on this, with red damage, they die. One thing, here they can be saved, and with the fairies they can't. That's a nice thing to know. But either of those don't really make much damage, so it's not really important. But I'm gonna show you something anyway. Because the weapons. You can get weapons and suits of your abnormalities that can be strong and weak to different kind of attacks. Like, I just told you about red damage, I told you about white damage. Black damage is technically both. And pale, I didn't encounter pale yet. I just have, do I have a pale? No, I don't. I just have those. They have different range, different attack speed, different kind of damage. And technically, the more dangerous they are, the better the weapons are on suits. But I don't know that. I don't need that just yet. And I also don't need to level them up just yet, because both of them are not dangerous. So let's jump into it again. And here is... Well, I wanted to say lovely fairy, but she's not that lovely. So we stand on attachment work. You, whose name I won't say again. And you shall work with him again. And let's see if I speed us up. And you work with my beloved. The good old fairies that are so lovely. Okay, it surely will be a good result. So the fairy should technically... Oh, it's full work. So, stop. The fairies! The lovely fairies. If I would send him now over to one sin, he would die. That would be a meaningless death if I show you, because that poor guy did nothing wrong. So, but that's how it works. And they have a cooldown on how they work. The other thing is, I can technically put the other guy in here as well, but then he gets a fairy as well. And then I have nobody working on Sin. That's not a problem yet, but I think it should do it now. Yes. Meltdown. That's only a problem if you have higher level ones. There's a countdown over their head. And if that countdown reaches 0, they could break out. That's not a lovely thing to do, and it's also not good for my health or the health of those people. Oh, I see. Little Tim got the gift from one sin, and that's the Horn Crown, I would say. That gives him better working conditions with one sin in the first place, and thanks to his work with one sin, he also leveled up his mental strength, I could say. Yes, let's proceed. Please let me get an abnormality I do not know yet. Well, I do know I'm all afraid, but I love fairy tales. And you all may know Beauty and the Beast. Doesn't matter which version, but you may all know Beauty and the Beast. So I'm gonna show you Beauty and the Beast. He's a little bit more special to work with that I like about him. But it doesn't look as you think he would. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. Others may say it's the number 4, especially if you play League of Legends. In Age of Old Fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Wow! You don't want those wishes. Sadly, I am not a mage or billionaire. I can grant you wishes. But you're not a billionaire. I can literally sell you, Lady AI. Angela. Sorry, had to look it up. I could literally sell you and would be a billionaire. However, I do happen to know what your predecessor wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them was the seeking of some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Yeah, that's human nature. Everyone wants something else, everyone treasures something else. Which of those 2 would you want? I would say... Spirit? Me personally, I would say Spirit. I would take money, but I take the Spirit. Come to think of it, there was another manager who gave me such an answer. Well, considering he was a previous one, I guess it didn't end it well for him. As you know, spiritual is a rather obsolete term in today's world. Yeah. So I asked them for the definition of spirit. Well, you're an AI. Google it. You get all the answers you need. Then that manager told me. Well, and unfortunately, do not recall the details of that conversation. You were asking a question. You got an answer. And that answer was just a little detail in the conversation and you do not care about it. You understand why I don't like Angela? Do you understand why I do not like this woman? Even an AI cannot store every bit of data. Unnecessary information should be deleted for smooth operation. There you have it. There you have it. She wants information, she does not care about the information. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessor managed to fulfill their wish. Well, there was probably that, so in some kind of way they did. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. Like I said, most probably that. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. Why do I think you do not freaking care about my well-being? So, this will be the last work day. Oh, good. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I just show you all of them for the first compartment. So, as you can see, he is a different class than the other two. Those two are safe class, easy to walk ones. Have is the next class. And this is the icon of the... Oh. Well, ain't that lovely? What could I need more? Effect suit. Thank you very much. So, this is Beauty and the Beast's icon. He does white damage, that's good to know. He works different. Yes, repression is the best thing for him, but it's not a good thing. Because if you read it, if you manage to get a good result, or better say, the best energy result, that would be this. Their health lowers. And if their health is lowered, they kill you. Well, say, if you work twice in repression work, Beauty and the Beast kills you. So you have to basically work this, something else, this, something else. So you stay alive. That's how he works. A lovely guy. Couple. And I wanna hire someone. Kana, you, my dear, have the... Well, first things first. You get some anti-insanity going. And you should get some anti-insanity going as well. And this lovely girl should get in the suit. Where she does not care about white damage. I will give you something I have a lot of, so I don't really give it out. Actually, I could give you the same one you're working with. That makes my life easier because I know what you're working with. You can stay on red. It's fine. Either way. I have someone who works with one sentence. Can I change your name? No, I can't. Okay, you work with the fairies, and Kana, my dear, works with one sin. Not sin. Beauty and the Beast. And now, I shall show you how Beauty and the Beast looks like. And there he is! Isn't it lovely, as we all remember it? That's terrifying beast, and yes, all those are freaking eyes. He is terrifying. Well, we first get a good result in. And I'll have fun, don't die, please. And you just go walk with the fairies just in case. And you chat with Sin. So, moving on. You're walking, everything's good. You're walking, everything's good. You're walking, and you're nervous, as you should be. And everything's going good, that's good. In fact, you're done, and she... As you see her lower pulse going down at her insanity meter. She's good. Good. You can go play back with the fairies. I need her to heal up quick. Okay, fine, I need someone new there, play. So now as you see, his stance changed. That means he's low on health and would like to kill you. That's why, poor dear Kana, what was you... Insight? Insight was okay. Insight was okay-ish. So, Kana, you go play Insight work with Beast and the Beauty, and everyone else should be relatively calm about it. Because those two, like I said, don't care, they're not special in any way, shape or form, but Beauty and the Beast is. So, still nervous. Completely understandable, girl, don't die. And even if she would lose her sanity, I would finish the day. But... good. And you can see he's back up his feet. Lovely as always. I guess you could say lovely as always. Yeah. That's about this day. And I complete the work day again. And see that the guy with the most fortunate name ever leveled up as well. Canon did not, because we just started work. And we proceed to the next day. And let's see what is the next abnormality we get. Oh. Well, like I said, I again know them all. The mirror is utterly relaxing. We can change anything is, I think, also very relaxing. I think it was the machine. I think it's the machine. Skin prophecy. You're a pain in the ass. Yeah, I take the pain in the ass job. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. What the frick were you doing before that day? Because this is just the normal stuff. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add this. It's a record-breaking percentage. I don't know why, I'm just doing my job. How do you feel? I am not sure, because I don't know. Well, I do take pride in... It's nice to hear, because there's nothing happened yet. I take pride in this for now. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. That's why I'm not flattered in the first place. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. That means I am staying alive. One more day. I remember your face the very first time you came here. Scared, confused, like a little boy. You were so withdrawn, face all grey and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Yet I'm still are, because I don't trust you. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today is a rather special day. You see that bottle of champagne on the table. Allow me to pour you a glass, shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. No, I did not. But this is still nothing to celebrate. You understand I don't like it. But well, I wouldn't celebrate the death of an employee. In fact, many more shall follow. Yes, they will, and in fact, they legit will, not just by storytelling. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. Come on, if I would walk the third day in a new place where I am the manager and in charge of the lives of many people, do you think I would be not shocked about those news. Of course I would be shocked. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows, fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. I don't care, woman. AI. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. I don't think they would. I mean, being torn to shreds by fairies or Beauty and the Beast is not a good thing. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay them. No. Well, I don't know what a word means, but I wouldn't prefer they died or feeling proud of how they died. They most probably didn't. They were most probably scared. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased in memoriam of their noble sacrifice. Oh, I don't wanna drink. I don't wanna drink. Oh, do you want to save it for later? Well, yeah, when I'm done with the damn shock that someone was killed because of the, not my fault, but the one I'm playing as fault. That's fine, there will be many more occasions on which to do so. However, manager, please refrain from drinking alone when I'm not around. Why, you worried I'm going to alcoholism? Well, I would be not surprised if I would go to a place with thought of alcoholism on a place like this, but that was basically just like, what, next door? A toast is only worthy when there's a companion around to clink glasses together. So, this is the last normal work day. So, oh no, it's not him. It's something else. I was on another one. Either way, what did the book do? That's skin proficiency, by the way. Lovely book. The employee who reads this book will experience an increase of prudence. The book can read until one's prudence reaches its limit. The more one reads, the more they will become vulnerable to weight damage. Any employees who panic after reading this book will be perished immediately. Yes, friendly book. But useful book. Especially if you need a boost in prudence. That we don't need just yet, because we have still easygoing guys. So he is just there for the sake of being there. And, like I said, this is good old skill and proficiency. Hanging out in this chamber. And, well, technically, later I will mostly start to make a lot of people walk with Beauty and the Beast in the first place, because it's kind of hard to level this setup. Because most do not like it. You could do this and you could do that. I'm just only at the Dusk Ordeal. I don't think I have ordeals just yet, but I never managed to finish a Dusk Ordeal. I never even managed to noon one. They are just utterly difficult. And because I have 20 again, I can get his last weapon. Fast as has good reach, it does good red damage and makes decent damage in the first place. Okay, you have one with him again, you do this again, and you shall rest up until I toss you back to our friend. Well, thankfully he is an unescapable entity, otherwise you would have up here some kind of numbers. Where you have like something like a countdown into the escape and cause problems. And yes, they will cause problems. Some more, some less. And just get there in time. Just perfect. And they just finished their work. You finished. Don't you turn insane, Kana? She'll be fine. She's fine. Good. Work day complete, nothing happened, everyone is alive, and we leveled up. 2 employees reached level 2 in general. That's good. So proceed to the next day, yes. And I will not choose. Alright, I don't choose. This was the fifth compartment. Either way, this will be the last story time here before I will end. Our founder, A, has said this to me many times. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. I bet it was. Just imagine catching all those monsters. Or objects. If we think about skin proficiency. Either way. Yes, not friendly stuff. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How was your day been? How has your day been? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries now. Manager, how has your life been? Well, literally nothing special. I'm just every day in, day out, just playing video games, like playing video games. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age. Well, this, I think, does play in the future, so yes. Although, one can always improve the quality of their life. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malformed seeds stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain and struggle. And maybe a will that is not always there, but should be. I cannot provide you with water and sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. What? And this work day here is just work again with the same stuff you have. Just work with that what you have and good is. Either way, thank you so much for watching. This is all I will show you today. If you're interested to see more, let me know. I will try to get as far as I can. That's mostly just this, 2, 3, 4 compartments. Mostly I can finish 3. Or die on the third one. Yes, this game is not easy, or I'm just too stupid to know what I have to do. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you like, leave a comment below if you have any interests in seeing another game. And if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe if you like. Would help me out a lot. Either way, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!